Geoff from GC2 Photo Club, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use the Lightroom Interface, panels and workspace, and also how to customize them to your needs. But first, let's go to the computer. Okay, so here we have Lightroom open. The default screen mode is normal. In this mode, all the panels are visible, as are the menu bar and the film strip down the bottom here. I like to keep to this mode as it allows me to minimize the application to go to another program such as Word or Photoshop in just 1 or 2 clicks without actually closing Lightroom. To change to full screen mode with menu bar, click on Window, Screen Mode, Full Screen Mode with menu bar, like so. This mode completely fills your screen, maximising the work area. You can also go to Window, Screen Mode, Full Screen Preview, to have your selected image fill in the screen completely, but I prefer the keyboard shortcut F to do this. To return to your previous screen mode, press the Escape key or press the F key again. You can also have full screen mode without menu bar or full screen without panels if you want to see your image up big in loop view. To return to my previous mode, I just press Shift plus F. I suggest you go to the Window Screen Mode menu and cycle through them to see which one suits your workflow the best. Just click on Window, Screen Mode, like so. As I said before, I like to keep it in normal mode. If you are in full screen mode and want to use the menu bar, which is hidden, just take your cursor to the top of the screen and the menu bar will appear. Let's return to full screen mode to show you by going Window, Screen Mode, Full Screen. Just take your cursor to the top of the screen like this and your menu bar will reappear, and if you wish you can go Window, Screen Mode and return to normal screen mode. If you go to the View menu in the menu bar at the top of your screen, you can make changes to your working area such as hide toolbar or show filter bar, though I prefer to use the keyboard shortcuts T or / to do this. To use a secondary display if you have 2 screens, click on the little icon in the bottom left hand corner of your screen, which looks like a number 2 in a rectangle. That's this one here. If you only have 1 screen, you'll see that a secondary display appears in your main window. Click on the little icon again to return to just 1 screen mode. To resize any panel, just click and drag on the side of the panel like this to expand the panel or to contract it. Here are some keyboard shortcuts to use for showing and hiding panels and panel groups. Press Tab plus Shift to hide or show all panels. Press Shift plus Tab again to bring them back. Press Tab to hide or show side panels, like so. Press Tab again to return them. Press the L key to dim the lights, once for semi-opaque, twice for opaque, and again to return to normal view. Press the F key to see your image in full screen, and press again to return to normal screen mode. Press F5 to hide the top panel, and again to return it. Press F6 to hide the bottom panel, and again to return it. Press F7 to hide or show the left panel. Let's return it. And press F8 to hide or show the right hand panel. Another way to hide or show the left and right hand panel groups is to click on the little triangle on the side here in the middle to close the panel group or to open it again. Notice that the triangle goes from being a solid triangle to a dotted triangle depending on whether the panel is open or closed. This works equally in the same way with the right hand panel group or the left hand panel group. To expand or collapse a panel, click on the little triangle to the side of that panel's name. For example, next to folders here, if I click this triangle, it collapses the panel. Click again to expand the panel. The arrow will change from downward facing to facing inwards to indicate whether it is expanded or collapsed. To change the appearance of the Lightroom interface, click on Edit Preferences at the top left of your screen to bring up the dialog box that is on the screen now. Click on Interface, the second from far right option at the top of the dialog box, and you can select the options to change things such as the background colour or screen colour. I suggest that you click on these and cycle through them to see if you prefer any of these options to the default option. When you've made your alterations, click on OK in the box down at the bottom here. One of the fun features of Lightroom is that you can customise the identity plate. You can put your own or business name in place of the Lightroom logo, as I have done here. This can be a good way to make your site look more professional if you are using Lightroom to show some photos to a client. To customise the identity plate, click on Edit, Identity Plate Setup. That's this one down here. In the pop-up dialog box, you can choose the typeface you would like. Down here, whether it is in bold, like so, the size of your text, and the colour of your text. Then click in the box and write your chosen name. In this case, I'm just putting my own name in. You can also use the dialog box on the right to change the typeface for the module picker buttons. That's here. We'll change this to match, and also whether you want them bold and the size, and you can also change the colour. Make sure you've clicked this box here, use a styled text identity plate, or if you prefer, you can add a logo or photo by clicking on Use a Graphical Identity Plate and dragging an image from your folder. In this case, I'm just going to use a text identity plate. When you have finished making your changes, click OK, and you will see that you've got your new identity plate up here. Let's reopen the dialog box again. So that I can show you how to save your new identity plate for future use. You do this by clicking on the Custom button here, and then clicking Save As. Give your new identity plate a name. Click Save, and you'll see it now appears down here in your custom identity plates. You can have several identity plates saved and change them as required by clicking on Custom, as I've just done, and then selecting your named plate. For instance, let's return to the previous logo. When you're happy that you've got the logo you require, click OK, and there's your new identity plate again. That concludes our look at the Lightroom interface, panels and workspace. Hope you found that tutorial useful. Please go to our website gc2photoclub.com for more videos and information. I'm Geoff Cable from GC2 Photo Club. Hope to see you again soon.